We got another Jimmy Kim video. Yesterday we watched the monster sized food. Today we got another monster sized food, but the food looked even bigger than last time.
There's something about Korea that I'm extremely bothered by. It's not the people, well, sometimes. But what really bothers me about Korea is the portion of their food. Whenever I walk into a restaurant and order one serving of food, it's pretty much guaranteed that it's not going to be enough for me.
You a big back though.
They tend to be a little more affordable than the US or some of other countries. But at the end of the day, if I'm paying for one serving of food, I want it to be filling. But don't worry guys, in this video, I'm going to show you guys some of the restaurants where you can get a massive portion of food in Korea. Come on now.
Come the hell on now.
I'm going to show you guys some of the restaurants where you can get a massive...
Now y'all damn wrong for this shit. Look at this. Come on now, bro. That's just egregious.
Portion of food in Korea for a very reasonable price too. Why don't we start with the amazing noodle place that I'm standing in front of right now. Let's go inside. It looks authentic as hell.
The restaurant that I'm going to today is called
I do like the way it looks.
Named after the biblical figure Gaius. Being known for its amazing value, this place was on Korean TV multiple times and many celebrities have come here to dine. I'm no celebrity, but today I'm here to try it myself. So this restaurant only sells...
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm no celebrity, but today I'm here to try it.
I'm hoping this is an appetizer, because if this the portion size, I agree with him. If I order some food, now keep in mind, the food prices from what I've seen is not crazy. But if they give me this shit right here, bro, I'm gonna look at them like they crazy, depending on the price.
Try it myself. So this restaurant only sells noodle dishes, and all of their noodles are somewhere between $5 to $6, which even in Korean standards is quite affordable. For some reason, they allow you to bring in foods from other restaurants as long as they're not noodles.
So I got their warm noodles with chives, and my friend got noodles with anchovy broth. So they have 3 different sizes: diet size, standard size, and the double size. Supposedly, their standard size is already big enough, and I didn't want to have any leftovers, so I decided to get the standard size. What's really interesting is the fact that regardless of the size, the price of the food is actually the same. And the noodles are refillable, so if you want more noodles, you can just ask for it and it's free. So in a way, this is like all-you-can-eat noodle experience.
Nah, that's fire. Every time this nigga throw me on to places that's fire, bro. He said you could get any bowl size, but you get unlimited refills, so it's like, nah, that's fire.
Noodles, you can just ask for it and it's free. So in a way, this is like all-you-can-eat noodle experience.
In return for the free size upgrade and refills, they ask that you make donations for the children in need if you can afford to.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd actually like give to the kids. I know I'm gonna have extra money. $4.91. Ooh, that look good too. $4.91. I'm smashing that. Unlimited refills? Nigga, what? They gonna lose money fucking around with me.
잔치국수. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. How much seaweed is enough? Just a little more. This is so ridiculously huge. I don't know if you guys can feel the size of this. Big enough for me? I think so. Oh my god. Plenty of garlic chives, some radish, bean sprouts. These are yubu or aburage. Wow, that looks fantastic.
Thanks.
I feel like this is a great business run by great people, but does the food taste great? And my god, it did not disappoint me.
So this is not spicy. For the people that don't eat spicy or can't eat spicy, you're gonna be just fine eating this.
Okay.
Check out the freaking volume of the noodles.
Yeah.
There's so much. Just looking at this makes me happy.
While I was eating, they even gave me more soup to keep the noodle warm.
Dang.
네, 감사합니다.
Nah, they showing out.
가격이 너무 저렴한데 양은.
Hashtag need that.
네.
They showing out.
I think this is also anchovy-based broth. So I would say this is about double or a little more than a double a typical serving size in Korea. I'm a big guy. I need lots of protein, lots of calories just to maintain my body. A typical Korean serving portion is just not enough for me. I always end up getting more food. I'm sure it's the same in your countries too. But in the recent few years, it used to be pretty easy to get yourself some lunch for $5. Now for a decent lunch, you would have to spend like $7, $8 easily. And that's a lot of money in Korea.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, for a good sized lunch, you spending a minimum $10. minimum $10. It's hard to get a good lunch for under $10. And if you do, it's not even gonna be like filling you up. It's gonna be like, it's gonna touch you a little bit. Like, you gonna know that you ate. But like meal?
Well, I'm glad to know that even in 2023, an everyday man like myself can afford to eat lots of food for a price of an extra scoop of guacamole in America.
I like how they're playing aespa songs in this authentic restaurant.
Really?
I guess K-pop is authentically Korean too.
Yeah.
It's just slightly spicy, like not enough to bother anyone. So many different ingredients, but that goes really
Thanks.
well with this rice noodles.
Hey Maggie, they upcharging for that.
면 추가할 수 있는 건가요? 아, 네, 알겠습니다. So I asked for a little more noodles, free of charge, which I think is really cool. 아, 네, 감사합니다.
She brought him a whole nother fucking bowl.
새 것처럼 주시네. I thought they were just gonna give me a little bit of noodles, but
No, bro.
they pretty much refilled everything. Brand new soup, more seaweed, more chives,
For
more
free?
abrage. It's like a brand new noodle. Oh man, after this, I'm probably going to explode.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous. I'm envious of this right now. This man paid $5 for this bowl and got 2 bowls, bro.
Food coma's gonna hit me
Jesus.
so hard after this. The owner of this restaurant is a Christian, and me, as a good Korean boy, I've been to a Korean church before too. Do you guys want to hear the story? Maybe you don't, but I'll
Oh,
tell you
Lord.
anyway. I might have told you guys this before too. So a long time ago, I was like in elementary school. I was like a first or second grader. It happened in Korea. I had a friend, let's just say his name was Harry. One day, he showed up to school with a Nintendo, you know, like a little handheld Nintendo,
Yeah.
which at the time was insanely expensive. And I couldn't believe that he had it because as far as I know, Harry was poor. His family was like one of the very few actual poor family in the town. It's kind of like Kenny's family from South Park. So I walked
Okay.
up to him and I was like, where'd you steal that from, Harry? And Harry was like, oh, Jesus gave it to me. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I go to church every Sunday and my church gave it to me. I was like, oh, no
Really?
way. Can I follow you to your church next week? He's like, of course. They're gonna love you. The following Sunday, I went to the church with him. I don't recall their routine. They did like some singing and storytelling, and I wasn't interested. They gave us some Korean snacks, some choco pies. I was like, thank you for the choco pie. This is great. And then it looked like the church thing was over, and I still didn't have my Nintendo, right?
Bro, there's no way you went to church just for a Nintendo.
So I went up to the pastor, who thankfully didn't touch me inappropriately, asked
What? Bro.
him, I want a Nintendo too. Do you guys have one? And he was like, oh, Harry only got it because he's been here for 8 years. I was like, 8 years?
Yeah,
I
he
just
a
couldn't
real
see myself
believer.
going there for 8 years. That ended up being the last time of me going to a Korean church. As a fat little boy, I was like, wow, I'm not questioning Jesus, but he sure likes to take his time. Back to the food. I guess there's no point in describing the portion to you guys because it's refillable, so it's like all you can eat. But what I'll say is, it tastes really good.
Bro,
and
this
it's
dude
very
different.
affordable. This is the kind of noodle that makes me feel like, yeah, I had some authentic Korean noodles. 여기 있습니다.
Bro,
So
this
I
dude
paid
is
with cash,
different.
ended up with some cash. There's a little donation box here for the children that are in need. I'm not doing that well financially myself, but I'm sure the children need it more than me.
Facts though.
Well, there's a ton of people donating money to girls playing video games in their bikinis on Twitch. I'm
What?
sure this donation means more than that.
By the way, guys, I am also in need of your help. And listen, you guys don't have to spend any money on me.
Here you
okay?
go with the ad.
But if you guys can, please go ahead and listen to my
Oh.
songs on Spotify. They're extremely relaxing. And every time you listen, Spotify pays me a little. So it really helps my channel.
I'll be releasing a bunch of new albums for both of my playlists in November and December.
Nah, something different. Bro, he is hilarious, bro. He be hitting me with the craziest random stories ever, bro. This man literally went to church just for a Nintendo. And then decided, oh, hell no. Y'all gotta make me wait for 8 years to get one?
So please go follow them.
All right, let's move on to the next place. 아, 네, 감사합니다. 안녕히 계세요. I found an extra coin. Okay, let's give this to the children too. You guys will listen to my songs on Spotify, right?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Bro, and after he said that, I'm just now paying attention. Why are you trying to use the kids to get us to support your sound? Like, bro, stop.
더 있더라고요. That's for the children.
This time,
Every
let's go
time
to
he
this
spend money, he
tonkatsu
say, "Let me
restaurant
get it back
that's
in
known
the-"
for serving a huge tonkatsu. What's special about this place is that the owner of the restaurant is the Korean mukbang superstar Ziyang. I mean, she can definitely eat a lot, so it
What?
doesn't surprise me to know that her restaurant has a huge tonkatsu.
So I'm standing in front of Zhiwang Tonkatsu. I hope Ziyang doesn't disappoint me.
The customers were waiting even before the restaurant opened, but let me warn you guys, popular restaurants are often very disappointing in Korea.
Oh,
As a fan
dang.
of Ziyang, I'm hoping that this isn't one of those restaurants.
I think this happened a lot everywhere for real. If a place is too popular, the quality go down because the people can't really like put the same amount of effort and love into the food. You know what I'm saying? I find that whenever I go into a spot that ain't got a lot of customers, the food hit 10 times better, bro.
There's a little tablet that you can use to order.
They're mostly known for their iconic Zhiwang Donkasu, so we decided to get
Bro,
that
that's
and a
crazy.
little more, just so that we're not hungry at the end.
I think I'm gonna get this Zhiwang combo. 함박 스테이크 먹을래? 치즈 돈가스 먹을래?
Bro, how are you gonna eat all of that?
나도 과카몰리 치즈 돈가스.
아, 좋아. Oh my god, that looks good.
There's also a little self-serving station. Here you can pick up some soup
Ooh.
and a little bit of salad and other side dishes.
Okay.
They were playing Ziyang's video on screen the whole time. I'm kind of a fan of her because I feel like she's a great person.
I feel like as a human being, you guys all know Ziyang. She's like the biggest mukbang YouTuber ever. She's this really cute Korean girl that can eat a lot of food. I believe she owns this restaurant and another restaurant that's next door. I know she can eat a
That's
lot,
fire.
but is she a good business owner?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's fire for her. That's fire for her. She was a huge mukbanger and then opened 2 restaurants. W investment.
Do they make great food? I will show you guys. I love the fact that they have Korean
What should I open
food.
up one day? A
It's
dance
like this egg
studio?
and starch-based soup that us Koreans serve with
Clothing
tonkatsu
line.
a lot. So my cameraman today, he's a friend from my military. They used
Nice.
to serve this in the military too. Like every Wednesday or something. It's kind of crazy. 그치? 군대에서 줬잖아 이거. So these actually come in powder. You can get these from a supermarket and you just boil that powder and that becomes the soup.
And here's our Zhiwang Donkasu.
That's crazy.
I don't know how big that looks to you guys.
Too big.
All right. So that's like $8. And now that's pretty big.
$8?
Okay, that's the cheese tonkatsu with
Okay,
guacamole.
this making more sense.
I don't really see guacamole, but okay. The infamous Zhiwang tonkatsu. I give it to them. It's pretty big, and size
that's
is
huge.
important, but it has to be backed by some level of quality. It's almost like cutting up a blanket. It's so big.
Alright, time to get a real taste of it. Is it good?
You know what I will say is the tonkatsu sauce. It's Korean style tonkatsu sauce. It's like the kind of sauce that I had with tonkatsu growing up as a child. The tonkatsu meat itself, yes, Korean style tonkatsu, they tend to be a little thin. But the meat here, the pork that went into this is like, I'm not here to hate, but it's like pretty paper thin.
Yeah.
이거면 좀 얇은 편 맞지?
심하게.
Extremely thin.
Hey, shut up. I love Ziyang. You can't hate on her. No, seriously, I still love Ziyang. 너도 좀 큰 컷 하나 잘라줄게. Here, you have some of these.
Yeah, you better get some of that all way.
Instead, let me have some of your guacamole cheese tonkatsu.
Okay. That
There's
look
about
good.
a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of guacamole, which is kind of cool.
I don't know how it would taste.
Not enough, but there is some. But there is lots of mozzarella cheese.
Yeah. Cheese and guacamole?
You know what? I like this. I like cheese, I like tonkatsu, and there's lots of cheese. Unlike the Zhiwang tonkatsu, I would say their serving size is somewhat average.
Yo, what's
I
good?
love how it comes with some cabbage and macaroni salad. 나는 Ziyang 팬으로서 솔직한 의견을 말하기가 쉽지 않은데 넌 솔직한 의견 어때? 그 돈가스.
고기 너무 얇아.
솔직히 얇긴 하다. That's like mathematically proven. It's really crispy. Like I could hold this like a freaking cookie.
Bro, this is too big, bro. Like, imagine trying to work this off after you done ate this big ass meal, bro.
Listen, I am not hating, but there are parts in this tonkatsu where there's like barely any meat. Granted, this is a very affordable tonkatsu, but I kind of wish instead of making it paper thin and wide, maybe they could just double the thickness of the meat, have more meat in it, so that it really feels like a tonkatsu. Maybe charge people a little more, make it big, make it thicker. Sure,
Yeah.
under 10,000.
If they make it thicker, they can't make it as big though. Like it's gonna have to be thicker. They're gonna have to compensate some size.
Korean won for a huge tonkatsu. That sounds iconic. Just in terms of pure dining experience, this isn't the best tonkatsu.
That's a lot of
I'm sorry,
fried
guys.
food too.
I really don't want to say negative things about it.
Facts, Maggie.
좋아할수록 직설적으로 얘기해줘.
맞아. So if I had to mathematically break this down, it's about maybe 25% meat, like maybe 30% meat. And in my opinion, any tonkatsu should have a minimum of 50% meat.
Just based on how much it is, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's more fun than good.
Yeah, it's $8, bro.
It's not over yet. I got this oven spaghetti.
How can you still eat?
Forgive me for slurping, it's a Korean restaurant after all.
I feel like this spaghetti is okay. The sauce and the pasta, they're like your average supermarket product. Supermarket spaghetti sauce and supermarket pasta noodles, they're good, you know, they taste good.
Yeah.
And with lots of mozzarella cheese,
I'm not
this
seeing
oven
much meat.
spaghetti, I feel like it's okay.
Just considering its portion, I feel like the price is reasonable, and I was generally happy with it.
And I have that last piece of cheese tonkatsu that my friend didn't finish.
So I feel like the cheese tonkatsu was my favorite at the restaurant, but I feel like at this price range, I wouldn't consider this to be affordable anymore. Before we go, I wanted to try their galbi hamburg steak as
This
well.
bro is still eating.
It's hot. The pan's actually not hot. It's just for the show. Let's get a taste of it. It's pretty thick. It looks juicy.
That do look good as hell though.
It's very sweet.
So
Sweet.
this to me tasted like a huge Korean bulgogi flavored meatball. It was super tender and juicy. So I feel like if you're okay with your food being really sweet, this could be a solid pick for you. In fact, my friend thought it was really good. They also had these ice cream buckets that
Come
you can
on
serve
now,
yourself
bro.
with. And I'm not gonna turn down on free ice cream.
We know
Is
you're
that one
not.
of those ice creams that come in a bucket? I think Baskin Robbins has a competition.
I like the free Wi-Fi.
너 이거 가질래? I want the vanilla flavor. Look how beautiful and white it is. Talking about beautiful and white, I heard that the next Snow White is a Latina, which I think is very cool, very inclusive. I agree with the direction of Disney. That being said, I feel like if they really want to be like inclusive and make it right for the people and the next generation, they should cast me as their next Snow White. Because I feel like if a Latina can be a Snow White, push that just a little more, an Asian man like me can become Snow White too.
We don't want to see it, bro.
I'm gonna wait for their call because I feel like I'm beautiful enough.
Damn.
Oh, by the way, the ice cream tasted cheap and icy, but
Well, nigga, you're not supposed to take a bite out of it. Lick it.
I'm beautiful enough. Oh, by the way, the ice cream tasted cheap and icy, but I got it for free, so I'm still happy about it.
Is it the most delicious tonkatsu that you can find? Absolutely not. I would say this is kind of a fun place to visit if you're around the neighborhood, but it's not worth making a trip for. Okay then, hopefully the next place is not gonna disappoint me. Let's
Okay.
go, I still believe in Korea. I'm telling you people, it's not worth waiting for. All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Out of the two places, I prefer the noodle spot. You could bring in other food from other restaurants and you get unlimited noodles. You can't beat that.
This time I want it to be a little more international, and I've come to this place where they're supposed to have the biggest burger in Korea.
The restaurant is called Jacoby's Burger, and they have this one
Jacoby?
burger called Godbust.
We call that Jacoby's Burger.
The
And
restaurant
Jacoby
is called
sound like a Big
Jacoby's
Mac.
Burger, and they have this one burger called Godbuster. It's so large that they tell you to
Gutbuster.
share between two people, but I'm going to try to finish it by myself.
But Jimmy, you're Korean, you're in Korea. I thought you were gonna show us some Korean food. Now, I may look Korean, but in here, there's a fat American man. And that man is dying to revert to his original form, morbid obesity.
I've seen some great reviews about this place. Supposedly their burgers
this
not
look
only
American.
big, but also quite delicious.
You know, when a restaurant claims, oh, ours is big, It's like a man talking about his certain body part size. They claim that it's big, but when you actually look at it, it's honestly not that big. Hopefully that's not the case here. That's my friend's normal size burger. And here's my
holy fucking shit! Bro, what the fuck are they doing over there in Korea, bro? What the fuck are they... Bro, in the States, this would not be $23. I promise you this would be like $30, $40, bro. Bro, what are they doing over there in Korea? This is not even a burger at this point. There's no way you could even bite this in a bite.
Burger. It's a little bigger. I got mine with guacamole fries, which is awesome.
Bro, this is dang near like 2 or 3 burgers.
All right, let's get a taste of this big old...
And he said he gonna try to finish it by himself.
Oh my God, it's heavy. Big, fat American burger. I don't even know how I'm gonna begin to consume this.
Me either.
It looks like
this look like one of those things. Y'all know how they had the meat on the steak and they spin it and it get burnt all around and then they shave it off?
Bacon, egg, onion rings, burger patty with lots of sauce and cheese, grilled onion, fresh onion, tomatoes. Oh, pineapple.
Is that sloppy Joe?
That's kind of weird. Some chili and more burger patty.
Well, I don't know what kind of freak you guys are. I think this is big enough. It was so big that I couldn't hold it like a burger.
This look good, but I would not get any type of side or anything with it. This is just enough right here.
I had to tip it over and eat it little by little.
Oh, where do I start? The bun was surprisingly good. It's really buttery and soft. It's like the only burger that I've seen in my life that makes me legitimately worry whether I can finish it or not. But I finished my secondary education in America, had my corporate job in America, and that taught me one thing, and that is consume sugar and fat like it doesn't have any health consequences. There is a lot to work on here. Talking about America, so I lived there for quite some time.
Okay.
And don't you guys feel like for somebody who's been there for a long time, I have a very strong accent? I find it a little weird too. Maybe there was a part of me that just didn't want to turn American. Should I try speaking like an American person, like right now, just for the show? I feel like you guys will be entertained by this.
Go ahead.
So let me try this. I'll try to sound like a handsome American person, okay? This is Coffee. Morning, Jimmy. How's your weekend? So my buddy John, he got married to an Asian woman. Gorgeous woman. Her name's Hannah. Gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Okay,
By the
I
way,
see you, bro.
You guys don't feel like I'm hating on Americans because I love America.
Nah, bro. I could tell you worked in some type of office with a bunch of white people, bro. What the hell is that?
It's just that some of them, they have really funny traits that's like really funny to other people. Like they love talking about their Tesla. So my buddy has a Tesla. And they all love Asian women, which is good for them, I guess. But they hate it when I'm dating a white person.
What?
Like they seem genuinely angry when I'm walking with a white lady.
Why?
But I'll be honest with you, I enjoy that anger.
What?
Are you guys like...
This nigga is a menace, bro. Every time I watch a video, I learn more of his like he is a menace.
Like me? Because me, I'm the kind that likes to save the best part till the last. This is patty, cheese, this is hash brown, some bacon. The best part is here. This is supposed to bust my gut, but I'm actually feeling okay. Yeah, it's just another peaceful day in America over there. Since I don't sound American at all, would you guys like me to attend like an accent correction class? Let me know down in the comments if you guys want that. If you want me to erase who I am, then let me know.
So to me, it felt like eating 2 to 3 burgers at the same time. I eat a lot, so it was manageable for me, but it's a lot of food for most people.
That's a lot of food.
So like I was saying,
He really did eat all that.
I used to live in America, California.
I like his accent
Supposedly,
too.
It's the most diverse, welcoming place in the world. And I lived in San Diego at one point. It's
Okay.
very like white people-centric society in San Diego. But let me tell you, these white people are very nice. They're not racist at all. They love Korean food. They love Japanese food. They voted for the right guy, they say. I was walking down the street, downtown San Diego, and next to me was a white person. A white girl that is a little younger than me. Very, very gorgeous, believe it or not, very, very gorgeous.
Why you say believe it or
And
not?
these American gentlemen that were eating pasta, they seemed really angry and upset at me. And I knew exactly why. So I held their hand to make them feel worse. Oh, and it worked.
I like his energy. energy.
Those gentlemen probably went home to fill up their clan application later that night.
What? Did that boy say clan application?
Gentlemen probably went home to fill up their clan application.
No, bro. Who is this guy? He knows more about America than a lot of people, bro. Who is this guy, bro?
I held their hand to make them feel worse. Oh, and it worked. Those gentlemen probably went home to fill up their clan application later.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay, back to the food. I was very happy with the overall quality and the portion of the burger. It is on the more expensive side, but come on, you're getting a lot of food.
Expensive side? Bro, you paid $23 for a Mega Latin burger with a side of gigantic fries.
I don't know how, but I finished it, and I feel just fine. I'm gonna have to do some extra cardio later today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and go ahead and watch my other videos and listen to my songs on Spotify and help me pay for my food. Thank you.
Bro, I like his energy. I like his energy. He be having me weak as hell. Cause he gonna make sure to let you know. Go over to his Spotify to help him pay for this video. Even though we know he making his money back. This video got 290,000 views, bro.